Aputure LS 600C Pro 2 RGB LED Monolight V-mount review. Real power and precision. You know that moment on set when your key light just is not enough? You push it harder, raise ISO, open the lens, and still feel the scene lacks depth. I remember watching a sunset exterior turn flat because our light simply could not compete with ambient spill. That subtle frustration builds. The Aputure LS 600C Pro 2 RGB LED Monolight V-mount enters this conversation for exactly that reason. When output is limited, creativity narrows. And here's the thing, it is not just brightness you miss, it is control. You want color accuracy, reliable dimming, and consistency without guessing. If you have ever felt boxed in by your lighting kit, you probably understand that quiet tension. Does that sound familiar? The real strain shows up during longer shoots. You compensate for lower output with more fixtures, more stands, more cables, and more time. The pressure rises. A dimmer that flickers at high frame rates, color shifts when pushing toward 10,000 Kelvin, or exposure drift across takes can slow everything down. I once saw a crew pause production because a key light would not stay stable during slow motion capture. That delay costs momentum. It is not dramatic, but it drains energy. You begin to second guess every setup. The light becomes the problem instead of the solution. And gradually, your workflow feels heavier than it should. There has to be a way to combine output, color control, and flicker stability without overcomplicating the rig. Then everything changed when we put the Aputure LS 600C Pro 2 RGB LED Monolight V-mount into rotation. Don't just pick any high-output RGB monolight. Make sure it has a redesigned high-efficiency COB with hypersync dimming so you never suffer flicker issues and underpowered key light problems again. The jump is real. Roughly 21,610 lux bare at 1 meter and up to 91,500 lux with the hyperreflector at 5,600 Kelvin. Let me explain. That added output means fewer fixtures to match daylight exteriors, and the 2,300 to 10,000 Kelvin range with full RGB WW gives nuanced color shaping without extra gels. Smooth 0.1 to 100% dimming keeps exposure stable. And if you have worked high frame rate, hypersync matters more than you think. Over weeks of use, the Aputure LS 600C Pro 2 RGB LED Monolight V-mount begins to reshape how a set feels. Instead of building lighting around limitations, you build it around intent. A rental house recently described it as significantly brighter than the original 600C, noting roughly 35% more bare output and about 82% more with the reflector. An industry review emphasized the smooth hypersync dimming from 0.1 to 100% with minimal flicker in practical tests. Those are not marketing lines. They reflect real on-set experience. One gaffer I know mentioned using fewer heads on a commercial because the added output covered the scene more efficiently. That matters. Of course, there is a trade-off. At around 720 watts draw and nearly 25 pounds combined with control box, you need solid stands and power planning. Fair point. But for many productions, the IP54 class weather resistance, CRMX integration, Citus link control, and Bowen's compatibility outweigh that added weight. When your lighting becomes predictable, what does that do for your pace? If you are aiming for stronger output, tighter color control, and fewer compromises on set, the Aputure LS 600C Pro 2 RGB LED Monolight V-mount makes a logical upgrade. Many working cinematographers and rental houses already rely on this class of RGB WW point source light for demanding shoots, though results may vary by environment and power setup. It is not about hype, it is about confidence in your light. You will find the affiliate link in the description and pinned comment. Take a closer look and see if it fits your next production.
For demo videos and current pricing, check the link in the description.